How do I know my soulmates? How do I know my soulmate?
Soulmate is not necessarily a biblically complimented term, but the Bible does have a lot to say about your soul and who you pick. The word soul in the Greek is psyche. It's where we get the word psychology from. So your soul is your psychological and emotional part of you that houses your mind, your will, your emotions, and your feelings. And mate means to summon fruitfulness. Think of agriculture. I'm bringing my livestock during mating season to summon them to be fruitful. So when you're saying, how do I identify my soulmate? What you're really saying is, I want somebody who summons fruitfulness versus someone who contributes to me being barren. For you to even be attracted to fruit production requires spiritual maturity. Like, this is for grown folk. In fact, this is why I think a lot of people can't identify healthy people and healthy souls. We're spiritually underage. We still like eye candy versus soul food. I'm talking about the fruit of character, the fruit of honesty, the fruit of loyalty, not just to my face, because loyalty should not require my presence. See, when God sends somebody in your life, it's always for the purpose of helping you to be fruitful and to multiply. When the enemy sends somebody, it's always to contribute to you being barren. And having this soul intelligence will assist us with being able to identify sticks from branches. Branches are connected to the vine, so they're fruitful, but sticks are disconnected, which is why they're barren.
All right. How do I know my soul, man? I'm gonna go ahead and start with you first, Nola. What are your thoughts about that, man?
I'm so mad you called me first because this one is a toughie for me because I'm still exploring the whole soulmate idea. I do believe that any two people who are capable of making solid, healthy decisions can make something work. I'm not certain if it has to be something much deeper or much spiritual um, that's beyond our control that propels us into a healthy, fruitful relationship. I think if two people are conscious enough and they are capable of figuring out how to get on the same page, and I'm saying this based on the definition of soulmate that I grew up with, which is, a person who you are connected to through the soul, but you can't even help it. You're just connected in a way that is uncontrollable. And regardless of what's going on with that person, regardless of what's going on with you, regardless of what's going on in the relationship, it could be toxic, but this is the person that you're tied to spiritually. So I'm not 100% leaning in the direction of the idea of a soulmate. But like I said before, I do believe that any two people who are capable of figuring out how to get on the same page and have a healthy, fruitful relationship could make it work.
All right. Go ahead, Precious.
There's so many different terminologies because then there's like a twin flame too. I don't know if I know like the difference between all these terminologies. But soulmate, to me, like you said, a lot of people are stuck on eye candy and soul food is different. So when I think of soul, I think of spirit. I think that when you have a soulmate, there has to be something continuously drawing you back to that person and vice versa. Because your soulmate is someone that you don't want to be without. It's someone you don't want to go through. What's that Luther song? I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with someone else. Like, to me, that's a soulmate. Like, I'd rather go through the storm with you than be in paradise with somebody I don't like that, you know? So I think that, how do you know that's your soulmate is you can't see yourself without them. If you could pass on somebody and you could be like, I'm good. I don't think that that's your soulmate. Nola, I like how you were very honest with that. Like, I don't know. I'm still struggling with this. I don't know if I really know. It could be two people who could just find a way to get on, and soulmates, I don't know if you find a way, I think you just make a way. You literally just make a way with one another. And there is no question about it. You're not second guessing it. But that's just my opinion, because like I said, there's so many different terminologies when it comes to soulmates and twin flames and all that stuff. I don't know if that's more astrology. Is that like used in astrology and stuff like that? I don't know. Um, but I think a soulmate is someone that you are drawn to, and that person is drawn to you. And you also have a higher purpose. You're not just going at it like jackrabbits and that's your soulmate. No. You have a higher purpose as well. And it doesn't have to be something great. It could just be children. It could be a family life. It could be you two taking care of one another into old age. But you're definitely drawn to that person, and that person is drawn to you.
All right. Go ahead, Rilla.
Yeah, I know it's Sunday and I'm trying to be better as a human being. And so I haven't been drinking in about 10 months and I'm trying not to cuss as much, but fuck a soulmate, man. Fuck a soulmate. Like that's where we get the game twisted, bro. Most people that end up in relationship or in some form of covenant, marriage, whatever, it's a compromise. The idea of a soulmate is a myth, my opinion. I think people have great relationships. I think people make great connections, but this idea that there's one person that's meant specifically for you. So you mean in this universe that I'm in, the God I believe in and the God that I serve, he's only going to create one of those, and then it's up to me to find that one person out of the billions that exist, right? Like this is this, this is stuff I'm talking about, man. Like we gotta relax. Like this whole Western ideology that we are subjected to, this idea of a soulmate, man, that's good. That's brilliant marketing, is what it is. It's brilliant marketing to get you on February 14th to buy more stuff, to get you down on one knee and buy rings that cost more than your salary, right? Like, can you make covenant? That's, to me, this is the real question, not to usurp what you're doing or undermine what you're asking there, JR. Can you make covenant with someone where you exchange strengths for weaknesses? That's the real goal. That's your soulmate. When you can find covenant and you're exchanging strengths from weaknesses, and then you balance each other out. And balance doesn't mean 50-50. Sometimes that's 70-30. Sometimes that's 80-20. Sometimes that's 40-60. I forget how long, Ricky. I forget how long you say you've been married. I know it's you got at least a decade plus in, right? Okay. So as long as Slick Rick been married, I know it ain't all been 50-50 or 100-0. You know what I'm saying? Some of them moments it may be 99-1. But can I make covenant? And I'm bound by covenant to figure this shit out with you. Not some mythical, magical Disney moment where we frolicking through tulips, trying to, I got butterflies in my stomach. You know that Michael Jackson song, you give me butterflies. Ow. Fuck that shit, man.